1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Banjo Land, Mike Heading here, come today with the old song, Way Downtown in the key of G. I always associate this song with Doc Watson. He has a great version, but it's been done by a bunch of different people. It's also a song that has similar chords to a lot of other songs, so again, a good one to learn. We're going to do 2 solos to this one. Stay kind of in Scruggs traditional style, add a couple little J.D. Crowe licks, but kind of stay pretty close to the melody in Scruggs style. I'll break down both the solos note for note, just as I played at the beginning, show you the left hand and right hand moves needed to play the song, and then we'll get into some backup, how to kind of play some backup higher up the neck using like the F-shaped movable chord, and then kind of how to stay away from the melody down the neck when we're playing backup. All right, let's jump into Way Downtown in the key of G. Here we go. All right, let's start breaking down this first solo to Way Downtown. Remember, we're in the key of G, but we're going to start on the C chord, the 4 chord. So let's play like the first 9 measures. That'll be like halfway through the solo, just so you can kind of get a sense of how it sounds, and then we'll start breaking it down. Here we go. I'll do that again really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so for the pickup, we're going to start in measure 1, and we're going to be leading into the C chord. So we're going to pinch 3 strings with our thumb, index, and middle finger of our right hand, strings 5, 3, and 1. Kind of like a classic like J.D. Crowe style pickup, where we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So kind of let that ring out. And then you're going to do a 2-4 slide on the 3rd string with a forward roll, T-I-M-T. That's going to get us into our C chord, which we're going to pinch with our index and middle finger of our right hand. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I'll do it without talking. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then pinch here, C, 2-finger C chord. And then we're going to do the Foggy Mountain roll, so pinch, and then have your thumb come down to thumb middle, strings 2 and 1. And then roll forward 5, 2, 1, 5. You can loop that. It's a good one to practice. You have. So let's put those 2 together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for measure 3, we're going to get a little further away from the melody. So we're going to slide up. Kind of play a similar lick to measure 2. If you want to stay really close to the melody, just play measure 2 twice instead of measure 3. Do this. You can hear it's not super interesting, so what we're going to do is slide up. So slide from 2 to 5. Basically, you're sliding from this C shape here to this C bar shape, except we're just using 2 fingers on the top 2 strings. Very common little move. So you slide up. Index finger of your right hand, thumb of your right hand comes down to thumb middle, and then roll forward 5, 2, 1, 5, and then at the end take your your ring finger off. Like that. So you have. Classic little backup or lead lick. The 2-measure C lick would work really good. You could use this in a lot of songs. We have. That's what we're doing there, so let's put that together. We have. And then open 1st string, which gives you time to move back down and do a 2-3 hammer on your thumb of your right hand comes down. Essentially kind of doing the Foggy Mountain roll again, except just starting with your middle finger. And then 2-3 hammer on, thumb of your right hand comes down, do thumb middle. Keep that finger down and do 5, 2, 1, 5. Those are the strings. So you have. So look at measures 2, 3, and 4. You can see how we're using like variations on that Foggy Mountain roll, right? We're going. And then measure 5, open, pinch strings 2 and 1. And then a 2-4 slide on the third string, thumb index, and then thumb middle, and then come back down and do a 3-2 pull off, thumb middle. So those are your right hands. So you have. And then you're just keep your first finger down, and you're going to go into like a 1-finger D chord and do a forward roll. So thumb middle, and then T-I-M, T-I-M, 5, 3, 1 are the strings. So you have, let's do 5 and 6 together. We have. Good practice going from measure 5, that little pull off. Keep this finger down, your index finger, right? A little faster, so you have. And then a classic lick, 2-3 hammer on, forward reverse roll. And then Scruggs lick. So that whole section was just like kind of classic Scruggs licks. We have. If you're not familiar with measure 8, the classic Scruggs lick, you're doing thumb middle, and then thumb index middle with your right hand, and then back to index, thumb middle, and we're just putting that little slide in there. So you have. Get too much practice with measure 8. Try it with a hammer on, try it with slide. It's a very classic lick. Okay, so that's into measure 9, which is basically where the solo starts over. So let's play those first 9 measures. Here we go. Measure 9. Let's try it a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other thing that's kind of interesting just stylistically to notice is look at measure 7, right? We have 2 measures of D from measure 6 and measure 7. But if you look at measure 7, it's just like a classic G lick. Which you might think, when again looking at it, doesn't really fit, but that's kind of a classic Scruggs technique, is to go back to the 1 chord G a little prematurely. You also do it over the 4 chord sometimes. So again, it's just a little stylistic thing, is you don't always have to play on the exact chord that you're on. Like the banjo can take a little bit of liberties. Like we're going from measure 6, and then back to G here, the band is, but we've already been in G1 measure earlier.